I know the truth. I didn't kill Lily and Jack.
It's been 6 weeks now since you've seen Lily and Jack. I just want to ask, how are you holding up?
It's been a long 6 weeks. I know that everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanting to know like what happened. It's been from sadness to anger at this point. And I know the RCMP and major crimes are working around the clock trying to piece everything together, and I'm grateful for that. But it always leaves the question, 6 weeks has gone by, and we know at this point they're not in the woods, and where are they?
Did you feel in the beginning that they suspected you?
Of course. The stepfather was always a prime suspect right off the beginning.
You felt that from the beginning?
Yeah.
But you don't feel that now?
No, I don't feel that at all. I asked for the lie detector exam, the polygraph exam. I gave them my phone. I told them I, do drug tests because there's a lot of rumors online about a drug party. I know the person that said those rumors, and it was just to take the heat off themselves.
Was there any kind of party?
No.
Was there any kind of gathering that someone might have thought was a party?
No.
There were no people at the house?
No. Not the night before.
Okay, you mentioned you offered to take a polygraph test.
Yeah.
Did the RCMP take you up on that?
Yes, they did.
And how did that unfold?
That unfolded in my favor. They obviously know I wasn't lying about anything.
So they said, yep, great, thank you, come in for a polygraph test.
Yeah, it took a little while to set up. And
when did you do that test?
I don't know the exact date, but that would be at least 3 weeks ago, probably.
So roughly 3 weeks after the disappearance.
Yeah.
And I think most Canadians wouldn't have any idea what's involved with that. Can you describe the process? You go in and just tell us right from the start.
We go in, sit down in a big comfy chair, and they have multiple sensory pads. You have them underneath your forearms, you have them underneath your butt, and you have them underneath your feet with your shoes off. You have a sweat gland on one finger. You have a measuring instrument for blood flow that goes in and out of your hand, and you have a cuff on your arm for blood pressure to measure your pulse.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous. First question they asked you, did you kill Lily and Jack?
That was the first question they asked you?
Yeah.
What went through your mind when someone's asking you that question so point blank like that?
Your mind has a massive release of chemicals, I guess you would call them. It's like your stress levels just astronomically through the roof, and your body doesn't know what to do because it's not every day the way you're hooked up to machines in an interrogation room where someone asks you questions like that.
What other kinds of questions did they ask you?
All the questions pertain to the death of Lily and Jack. Are you accessory to the murder of Lily and Jack? They were all.
So all of the questions assumed that the children are no longer alive?
Yeah.
There were no questions at all about, did you take them somewhere?
No.
Could they be somewhere? The police have done a number of polygraph tests. They've done 53 formal interviews. Do you know who these people are?
Yeah.
That's a lot of interviews.
That is a lot of interviews. A lot of them are my family, people that live in the area. And those interviews, typically, my interview was...
The first thing he says is simple, almost rehearsed. I know the truth. I didn't kill Lily and Jack. 6 weeks have passed since anyone last saw the two Nova Scotia children, and the stepfather sits there trying to explain what those weeks have done to him. He talks about sadness turning into anger, about watching the RCMP and major crimes units work around the clock. He's grateful for that, he says, but still left staring at the same question the rest of us are asking. If the kids aren't in the woods, then where are they? That's Daniel, the man at the center of this story. And here's what I'll say plainly. I believe him when he says he didn't kill them. But that doesn't mean he doesn't know more than he's admitting. Not lying doesn't automatically mean telling the whole truth. The most common kind of lie is a lie of omission. It's easy to avoid saying the wrong thing when you simply avoid saying much at all. So, in today's video, we're going to walk through the rest of his CBC interview and look at what he reveals, and more importantly, what he avoids. I'm Deception Detective, an attorney trained in statement analysis. This channel exposes lies and manipulation. If that's your thing, hit subscribe. For exclusives and other perks, join the channel. Link is in the description. Now, let's get into it. When Daniel is asked whether he felt like a suspect early on, he doesn't hesitate. Of course, he says. The stepfather is always the first suspect. He felt it immediately. But now? He says he doesn't feel that anymore. He insists he cooperated fully, offered a polygraph, handed over his phone, volunteered for drug testing. He denies any kind of party or gathering at the house the night before the kids vanished. No people. No hangouts. Nothing at all. It sounds good. It sounds cooperative. But here's the glaring issue. In all of his interviews, not just this one, he never once says the simplest, most obvious sentence any innocent person would volunteer on their own. I'm innocent. That's as low a bar as it gets. And he still hasn't met it. That is a massive red flag. When the conversation turns back to the polygraph, his description becomes strangely vague. He says the RCMP accepted his offer, scheduled it, and that it worked out in his favor. He describes sitting in a big chair, connected to sensors on his arms, hands, feet, and torso. He talks about sweat glands, blood flow instruments, and a pressure cuff. Then comes the part that doesn't add up. According to Daniel, the very first question they asked was, "Did you kill Lily and Jack?" That's simply not how polygraph exams work. There's always a pretest, a baseline, a structured ramp-up of questions. You don't jump straight into the most explosive accusation on the first line of questioning. It doesn't happen, not in real polygraph protocol. Either he's skipping parts, or the interview producers cut sections out. But the end result is the same. The timeline he gives doesn't match how polygraphs are conducted. He says he got the results immediately, you passed. Good job. And he claims that's when the investigators started treating him differently, when suspicion tapered off. He also confirms that Malaya took a polygraph as well, though he says he doesn't know the result. As the interview shifts, he's asked why he thinks this case has drawn so much attention. Daniel blames the mystery, the strange circumstances, and the tight lips of investigators. He hints that there's more going on beneath the surface. He says it casually, almost like someone giving a teaser to an audience. And that's exactly the problem. Earlier in this series, I pointed out that Daniel behaves like someone who believes he has a following, like he's a public figure with fans watching his every move. His tone isn't that of a devastated stepfather. It's the tone of someone who's oddly comfortable in the spotlight. This interview reinforces that perception. It's as if the attention itself has become part of the appeal. Maybe that's why he speaks so confidently. Maybe that's why he keeps dropping statements that technically aren't lies, but still feel incomplete, selective, and calculated. People like him often talk too much, and eventually, that becomes their downfall. If you want me to continue analyzing this interview line by line, let me know by liking, commenting, and sharing. I'll link the previous video and the Lily and Jack playlist on the end card. Until next time, stay true.